Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for another 3 versus 3 of Starcraft 2 on Ulan Deeps. As you know, it's my favorite 3v3 map because there's just copious amounts of expansions and you can macro all day long. And we have Spartan here as the yellow Terran and his allies, Mike as the orange Terran, and Dunamai as the purple Zerg. So we're going to go Ling Rush into complete turtling, probably. And who are they going to be going up against? We've got Redemption as the blue Terran. I wonder what he has to redeem himself for. Zenendis as the red Terran. And Dav as the teal Protoss. I assume this was supposed to be Dav. I suppose it could be Dave, but maybe he tried Dave and it was taken, so he decided to go Dav. I don't know, but we're calling him Dav because that's what it says. And what was... Oh, just throwing down an early pylon. I'm like, where does that probe come from? I thought it was scouting from someone else until I realized nobody over here is Protoss, so there can't be any other Protoss scouting him. And once again, pretty early on, so let's see what we're going to see what our Zerg does. It doesn't look like he's getting ready for a pool just yet, or is he? He does tend to like to expand early like I do. We're going to see if he does that here. This is a base that's potential for early attack, so expanding early can be tricky. On the other hand, it is a fairly well-defended expansion. I mean, enemies go in there and you can pretty much bottle them in if you want to. But no, it looks like he is going to go for what I think was a 15 pool, possibly a 14 pool. And, oh, I think that might have been a 14 guess, 14 pool. I wasn't paying attention, what do I know? And it looks like we just got standard barracks going down, but, oh, we do have a forge here for Dav. Does he have any probes out on the map? I'm not seeing any, so this is an interesting choice. I don't know if going cannons this early, would you really want to cannon up your own base first, or would you want to get that gateway down first? I think the fact that he's getting that gateway down probably indicates he's not doing any sort of cannon rush, and I see no probes out on the map, but I don't know. Forge first is something you do when you want to do a fast expand, which actually would probably work brilliantly on this map. And you put a pylon here on the low ground, somewhere maybe right here, maybe drop your forge here, a couple of gates, maybe a cybernetics core. You could really bottle yourself in. So this is actually, for as team maps go, this would be a brilliant place for a forge fast expand. But no, I don't think we're going to see that. Probably not at this level either, as most of these people probably have never heard of it before. Well, I wouldn't say most of them haven't. I'm at this level and I've heard of a forge fast expand. They're going to be throwing out that first cannon. Yes, he is. And wow, this Overlord's taking the long way around the map. Perhaps a risky one. I guess, you know, stay along the center, you'll be pretty safe because no one's going to have these rocks busted down. But I wonder where he's going to go. He doesn't have Overlord stationed down here to kind of watch this guy. He's going to have to be careful that he doesn't get hit with any Marines. He doesn't see anything going on here. We do have 4 barracks and 2 reactors. Oh my goodness. I really don't think you can fund 6 Marines at a time, can you? Maybe you can. I don't know. To get an engineering bay down, I don't know about this build. That's a lot of Marine power here. And he does have a couple lings out here scouting it out. We're gonna poke in here. There is a bunker, but it is currently empty. But he's getting out a couple of Marauders. And Marauder's slow, and he's going to see that and pull back right away, but, you know, if there were anything in this bunker, it would already have been shooting at him. So, wow, really late getting units out here for Zenendis. And I think Spartan tried to send something to this watchtower, didn't realize that it is completely blocked off right now. And, you know, he is going to face that cannon. Oh, he's going to try to run through, but no way Lings are going to run past that kind of thing. Oh. Should have been a little more careful with his units. And wow, he's getting an expansion. At the same time, he's getting his lair tech up. Second gas and an Evo chamber, so he's going to go for some upgraded roaches, perhaps. Does have the absorbing speed, but it looks like he does want to go roaches, which that's okay. Ooh, we got combat shields coming out for 2 of our Terrans. I just don't know about this. Okay, and he's going to get stim pack. Stim pack before combat shield. Considering he does not have the gas to get up, yeah, he's getting the +1. He doesn't have the gas to get up a factory, let alone a starport, so we're not going to see medevacs anytime soon. So getting stim this early, I don't know. Stimming your Marines to death is not a pleasant way to go. And, oh, so we got some Zerglings here going to try to bust down these rocks, but you don't see that often. I almost never see these rocks go down, ever. I mean, the distances on these maps are so short, you're pretty much at your opponent's base in no time anyhow, and once someone takes these bases and oh! That Overlord did go down. I warned that Overlord that he was in a precarious position, but he decided to stay there. And it was to his own peril. And we're getting Warp Gate technology out here for Dav. Currently does not seem to have any units whatsoever, despite having tons of money. Twilight Council coming. Oh, and he's gonna go a Dark Shrine. Are you telling me he's not gonna build anything until his Dark Shrine is up? Please tell me he's gonna build something. Now, his Warp Gates are done. Warping something, anything. I mean, literally, if Dunamite pushed out with roaches, he could bust down your front door, and there's only one pylon powering this. I mean, you take out this front, and yeah, no, he's not making anything. He is just going straight for DTs, nothing else. 2 cannons into DTs. I just don't know about it. And you're going up against 2 Terrans. Oh, Mike doesn't have his orbital yet. Oh, fatal flaw. Spartan has his, but he's only got 1. So far, he's only got 1 orbital, so if these DTs hit, they're not going to have anything to stop it. He's still not making any units. Really? Just straight to DTs, not even a token zealot, just to say that I built something before the 9-minute mark. Okay, yeah, they came in just inside the 9-minute mark, but and he's not. If these things die, he's gonna have no army. Seriously, once these things die and they have detection out, these. Oh, but we have big force movement here, big Marine Marauder push, and it looks like we got shared unit control, so this could be scary when people decide, when people are trusting enough to share unit control, it could be really bad, and they're going to push right up into Dunamite's base, and Spines are not going to hold that long against this size force, and oh, he's in big trouble. He's got no units right now. They were completely unprepared for this. Hydralis then coming, but it's going to be a little tougher right now because his whole base is about to get destroyed. And we got the DTs moving out. 7 DTs, and are they really going to go hit in this base? Which, for all intents and purposes, this base is probably dead. But he does have a lot of Banelings morphed in the back of his base. But Marauders are pretty good against the Banelings. But it looks like he's not going to do any microing whatsoever. And look at that, the Marauders just absorbed it. All these Marines in the back are completely fine. And the DTs are going to station right here and try to take out the reinforcements. A quick scan is going to help try to save some of that, but once that scan runs out, what are they going to do now? He's going to have to have a lot of scans to take those out. Does he have another scan ready? He does have another scan ready. Is he going to be able to get that last DT? Yes, he is. The DTs are gone, but then so is Dunamite's main. Everything absolutely destroyed. Not even started a new spawning pool, but he can't even afford it right now. Oh, the Hydralisk Den did survive. It's still using Banelings, but Banelings on Marauders just not a good use of Banelings. But Hydralisk Den's gonna survive. Oh, but we have another force. I don't know if this is a good idea. You're gonna try to run these guys down. They just cleaned out your forces, and you're gonna come at them with so few Marauders. Do you think you're going against Roach Stalker? Because you're not. But Dunamite's going to have a lot of rebuilding to do. Is that Hydralisk danger? Nope, there's a nice creep to him there, so he's okay. And here comes the reinforcements for Redemption. They didn't really coordinate that follow-up attack really well. I just don't know if that was a good idea. They knocked some guy out. All of his allies were mobilized. They either needed to pull back and build on their lead or hit someone else while all their units were away. So probably taking a bit more losses there than they needed to. So what we got? 49, 15, 66 to... The losses are about the same, but I think they might have lost a little bit more with their retaliation, but they're going to be losing even more because the counterattack is on now, and with these medevacs out, this army is a lot more durable than this one, which does have 1-1 upgrades, but that's just about it, and all he can do right now is pump out Marines. Trying to get out of factory, but that's not going to be good enough. But, you know, these Marauders are pretty beefy, and they do have the +1 attack, but they also have to fight against these medevacs. These Marauders, I think Marauders can actually stim. And you might want to get the medevacs out of there. Yeah. Fortunately, the medevacs were over the Marauders, not the Marines, so it's going to let him evacuate most of them. And all it really did was knock down Redemption's supply. But with all these barracks, as long as he's got the income, he can keep making Marines. And now he's got his factory up, can maybe start teching up. And it looks like Dav is going to start mixing in some Zealots here, but I just don't know about this build. Just now getting his expansion up. Throwing up more gateways. I don't know, he's just going for all DTs. And we did have a ping there because Dunamai did manage to get the watchtower now. Oh, but he doesn't have a lair, so he can't make any overseers. And his expansion now in big trouble. He does have burrow. He's going to burrow all his units. Brilliant play right there, but unfortunately he does have an expansion building up here, and that larva is somehow surviving off the creep. Oh, and they're going to scan. That was brilliant scan there. They're going to reveal all his bird units, but they are going to get out of there. But they really need detection. They can't depend on scans at this point, because then stuff like this will happen. And Dunamai's in big trouble right now. He's lost a lot of stuff, and if they push back into his main, I don't know what that drone was doing. Oh, he's rebuilding a bunch of drones. You might want to rally these back here to the back of your base where they'll be a little safer. Oh, but meanwhile, whoa, let's actually back up there a couple of times, because meanwhile, while that attack was going on, it could explain why there was no response here. Backing up. Yeah, it looks like Spartan's going to be counterattacking. And you need to run up the ramp a little bit more so you can get everybody shooting. Oh, but he does have the tank sieged up, and it is in range of that cannon. You might actually be able to sit there and wait for that cannon to go down before you push up. Or just push up in there anyhow, why not? No problems there. So now they're going to have to respond to this. These Marines are going to run right into that tank, although that tank's going to be in a bit of trouble. He's going to try to unsiege it, but he's not going to get out of there in time. But that's okay. There wasn't much he could do there. I mean, maybe if you position the tank over there instead of right in front of the ramp. But you know, when you get yourself pinchered in like that, it's really going to be hard to defend your tanks adequately. I guess he could have run back down the ramp, but then he's got Zealots on both sides, so wasn't much of a chance he was going to save that tank, but he's going to try to do a lot of damage. He does a +1 attack against the 1-1 of pretty much Marine Force. More Zealots are going to be warping in for Dav, but his base is in big trouble unless they can clean this up, and it looks like they're just going to have enough to clean it up. And it looks like Mike's going to be really putting up the defenses, but he really needs to move his defenses down here so Dunamai can actually rebuild. And they still have these forces just sitting here. They have not responded to this yet. Maybe they don't have the forces. Mike lost with a little force he sent here, which didn't do anything. He does have missile turrets here. That'll be good. If these forces try to move up there, they will get decimated. But Dunamai just doesn't have anything right now. He's got a lot of money in reserve. Oh, and these spines. Oh, he's going to try to rebuild. He knows those units are still there. He knows the units are still there. They're on his creep. He can see them. And you know he's going to... No, don't attack with your drones. There's no way your drone's going to take care of that. He's going to cancel that, and that was correct. And no, don't send your drones back. Don't send your drones back. No, run the drones away. They're all going to die to the tank fire. Dunamai, what are you doing with your drones? Oh. Ow, that was painful. And why are these drones not more damaged? Apparently all the damaged ones are already dead. Oh, that was... I'm going to have to develop a bad heart here. Oh, Dunamai, you could be resaturating your main right now. With more than 2 drones. You have a lot of drones. There you go. I'm not sure what Dunamai is up to right now. He doesn't have anything to do but rebuild, so I don't know where else his attention could be focused. Oh, and well, we're getting Thor's out here for Zenendis now. Apparently his big, beefy Marauder force was not working out. He's going to go switching right up into Thor's. And is that going to be a good unit choice? I don't know. Thors do a lot of damage, but if they're going against Tank Marauder, I don't know if it's going to be the right choice. And Dav just going for tons of DTs. These guys have got to get some serious detection. An Overseer, well, we're only going to need a lair for that, which actually, could you get the lair? You could get the lair now. You could afford the lair. Although, oh, his spawning pool's in a bit of trouble right now. And Mike's got to be really careful. I'm not sure what that scan is for. Maybe looking for some hidden DTs that are just waiting there. But no, the DTs are up here, and they're ready to move out. Someone needs to get a Raven up, maybe. Does anyone have the capability of getting a Raven? I mean, you could do a quick swap of these two buildings, get a Raven, and swap them back. But you need detection. You know he's going in the DT tech, and he hasn't shown any inclination to change that, either from your perspective or in actuality. Oh, and these forces are going to be in big trouble. The DTs are going to be in range. They're going to be able to snipe these tanks pretty easily. I'm not sure what these SCVs are going to do, but, you know, come in here and die. And that scan was way, way late. That scan was way too late to do any good whatsoever. And where is the detection? You need detection. You cannot rely on scans when he's going this heavy into DTs. And, well, he's going to have a little bit of help here, but I don't know if this is going to be enough. 3 spines? Yeah, they're going to quickly take that down. But 3 spines against this much, they're going to go down. They'll slow him down. And maybe help thin out the DTs a little bit, or maybe not. And he's going to try to have to get his drones out of there. No! He's going to park them right in front of the Thors. A quick scan and all those drones are going to be dead. Oh, that was... Oh, this is getting brutal here. But meanwhile, we got an engagement up here in the north. Spartan taking on the still pure Marine force of Redemption. Is this really all Redemption is going to do, is just build Marines and send a bunch of SCVs up there, which those SCVs are going to be in a bit of trouble here in a second. You know, we're getting a bit of lag here. Alright, hopefully we cleared up the lag. I think the replay was about to crash. I had to restart. And while we're at it, looks like Spartan's going to be pushing out again and going to be hitting Dav's expansion, which is going to really... Oh, he's going to finally switch up into Stalker. He's finally giving up on the DT Zealot, which actually was doing a lot better than it should have at this point in the game, because they really should have been building detection, and they are not. He's even getting Blink for it. Blink's going to be almost done, but I don't know if this is going to be walking right into a tank line, and there are a lot of Marauders there too. He's going to try to focus down the tanks, but he's going to lose a lot of Stalkers in the process. And here come the DTs once again. He really needs to do something about this DTs. And there's going to be a quick scan. Going to try to take out all those DTs. Will the scan last long enough? Yes, it will. But all the DTs are going to go down. And then he's going to probably... Well, will he lose the rest of these forces? No, these Thors are pretty weak. So I think he will be able to muscle them down. But here come a couple more Thors that are going to focus on the medevac with their first shot, which is probably not the best choice. And, oh, they will be able to stop him. Oh, and that Thor survives with 4 hit points. And it looks like Mike's going to be building a base here, throwing up a missile turret right away. I don't blame you. You need a little bit of mobile detection with your armies. Just get a Raven. Where is your starport? Just do a quick swap. You're not really making tanks. Do a quick swap. And then well, okay, you made some tanks, but you're not making any right now. Where are your tanks? There are your tanks. But here comes the still pure Marine Forces Redemption. I mean, I know Marines are powerful, but... And OP and all that, but oh, and they're going to focus down that Thor. But with the spines and this force here, it might be... I think this is going to be enough to clean this up. Yes, it will. So big loss right there. And then they're going to run in 2 more Thors for Zenendis. I don't think 2 Thors are going to do it against +1 Marauders, +1 Thors. Oh boy, he has got a Thor of his own. It's not +1, but I just don't know if this is a good idea. Yeah, they're going to try to take down those spines, but I really don't think the spines are your biggest problem right now. You need to come in with a bigger army than that, really. What's going on up here? Oh, this is just Overlords. The dude might have more drones sitting there or something, but he's once again trying to rebuild. Got his natural up. They've got him pushed back a bit. He can probably... Oh, I can't really afford to take his main yet. He's got a lot of money invested in just trying to rebuild right now. And Redemption kind of lost a medevac right there. That is a free target as soon as somebody finds it. Is that Thor going to see it? Can the Thor see it? No, just out of range. And it looks like we're flying over a command center. Didn't fly that... Okay, didn't fly over that one, but... Oh, wait, I think the Thor just... Did the Thor just miss seeing that? I think the Thor just missed seeing that. And it looks like Spartan's back here again. And it looks like he's smart enough. He's not going to go charging in this time. He's setting up a contain. preventing Dav from getting out of his base, preventing him from doing anything about his expansion, and Zenendis is going to lead the game. Really? You still had money left. You were still mining. Why did Zenendis leave? And there's the GG from Dav. I think that was a bit premature. And now just Redemption, our pure Marine players, the only one left. But there's the and there goes Redemption. I don't know why Redemption didn't give a nice GG of his own, but there you have it. I was sort of an anticlimactic ending, but I don't know if it was going to go in their favor. With Spartans contain here, and they're going to start setting up a contain here with some actual detection. I think that probably would have shut down their builds, and they probably couldn't afford to switch it up. But I don't know. I hope you enjoyed that game, and have a day.